Hey up, Shaggers. Well, I've had my job through for this morning. I've got a bit of a shopping list, to be honest with you. So, well, obviously that one needs a bit of TLC, doesn't it? You don't really want a tyre in that sort of shape. It loses its efficiency like that, doesn't it? So we'll get that pumped up and we'll get that round again. And then I've got another couple of tyres to go and chuck on something else, I think. So, but we'll have a go on this one first. So, what are we dealing with then? So, we are tubeless at the minute, which is good news. So, I have got a tube in the back, if worse does come to worse, but we'll try and keep it tubeless. It's a Michelin on there as well, so they normally, they chug on these, to be honest with you. They do tend to split, but they normally gauge you up alright, so let's get going, shall we? Now, you could jack it up like that, but it just makes everything a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest, doesn't it? So we'll get some air in it first, we'll level it out, and then it should be a little bit easier to blow up. The only problem is the bloody inside valves on these, so it's a bit of a pain to get to, and that's biblically tight. That's tighter than an orange chuff, that is. That's got you. Is there any air in it at all? Oh yeah, there's a little bit. Right, this is where you need fast fingers, otherwise you lose all bloody air and it pops off the bead, and we are in trouble then. Oh, and that's where I demonstrate everything other than fast fingers, isn't it? Right, there we go. It doesn't take long with that fast flow, does it? Soon up. Alright, try and get this rocking. Now, it would have been nice as soon as I've blown that up. It would have been hissing at me, and then I wouldn't have had to look for it then. But it's not happened, has it? I'm not sure actually. I might be able to hear. Get me go knock my van off so I can hear myself thinking. Definitely something hissing, isn't it? Where's that? Let's get her splashed up. I can bloody hear you. I can't see you. There. Got you. Oh, that'll gauge you up, no problem at all. That will. Let me mark it up so I don't lose it. I've been in comfier positions, to be honest. I can't get this bloody chalk out of my pocket. Ah! Ah, there we go. Yeah, so is that one. Okay, I feel like one of them Victorian child's chimney sweeps. Ah. Right, now we know what it is, we'll get going, shall we? Right then, well, it looks nice to jack. That's looking nice and flat, isn't it? I reckon we'll stick a jack on the bottom of that, it'll be safe as houses. The ground feels a little bit soft as well, so we'll chuck a block to make his footprint a bit bigger so we don't end up sinking, eh? Are we up? Wow, we're up. Let's get the air drop down, let's get it going. Right, let's get these beads broke. So, on some of these tractor tyres, they come with this bit here, what's called a pry notch. And that's basically telling you where's going to be the easiest place to start breaking the beads. So, we'll get Keema in there and we'll get it pushed off. I think that's only one line, don't you, that? I reckon some Jackie Chan kicks will get the rest of this off. These Michelins, well, they make anyone look like they know what they're doing because they are that soft. Oh, that is it. I'll tell you what, I need to go and buy a lottery ticket because this pry notch, well, it's exactly in the right place for me. That never happens. Lined up perfect. That one shot off, didn't it? I wasn't expecting that, it doesn't normally do that. Now, I've got this horrible feeling that there might be more than one split in here, to be honest. I'll tell a lie, it's in better nick than I thought it was going to be. Some proper wavy sidewalls though, aren't they? They're not going to be the easiest to patch. Ah, another one there. So we'll get that one done as well. But I think it is just them two, isn't it? So I can't even see that one what's leaking. But that's up in that sort of place, isn't it? It's going to be easier if I whip this old tyre off, isn't it? So yeah, let's do that. That is the easiest tyre that I've ever tackled. I've not even needed levers to get the second bead off. It literally just pulled off. So it's this one there. So get in. Start pushing that. Is that gonna? Aha! There we go. You see it? That tiny little pinhole there. Mad how that one's leaking. Yeah. That big split that I've seen down there. That isn't. That there, then, don't we? There we go. There's his outline. So we'll buff up to that. The best thing about these Michelins is because the rubber's it's the best tyre on the market in my opinion. So the rubber's really good, so they barely take any buffing, so they are a dream to repair. You get these cheap Chinese Bodges and you're buffing away about, well, you have to go about 3/4 of an inch deep before it's any sort of decent quality of rubber. But no, this one should be nice, so we'll get going. My tub of glue looks like it's seen better days, doesn't it? I think that must have caught a tyre at some point, but it'll still work. So obviously, because it's going tubeless, you do need it quite smooth, to be honest with you. That sort of ridge in the middle, I need a little bit more just up there, but we're not far off. I think we should be about right at that. Yeah, we'll give that a clean off now. So we just want to get rid of any little bits of rust, any bits of rubber dust that's still hanging about, because it's all just going to make the patch just not want to take as well. When they're being on the sidewall, you want these ones to be absolutely bloody solid. Otherwise they just end up peeling off and then you end up coming back out of the thing next bloody morning. And I don't want that. I hate coming out to a job twice, it does my absolute head in. I've just got my patch warming up in my van at the minute. We're warm, yeah. We're getting there. It's a little bit warmer today, but it still won't stick properly without a little bit of help. Yeah, that's toasted up now. With these gaiters you have to be a little bit careful because you don't want to touch the mating surface because it just, well, you just don't. So you have to try and unpeel it while not touching that blue bit in the middle. You don't want to contaminate the batch, you see. So what I normally do is I normally whip one off. So once your patch is on, and you want to give it a really good stitching, I'm probably going to have to drop my phone for this bit. There we go, so there's one. So because it's not having a tube in, you don't have to worry about talc too much, so we'll just dab in with that other one, wherever it is there. Right, well we're patched up and hopefully airtight again, so let's get it built up and see how we get on. I'm hoping it goes on as easy as it comes off. I should just be able to look at like the Michelin man and just fucking throw it and it lands on, you know what I mean? I'll show you a trick now. Yeah, that's put up no fight at all, has it, that? It definitely ain't no Ling Long, is it, that one? It's gone on like a bloody dream. Let's see if she'll blow up like a dream. Just get a bit more lube around there so they pop on alright. And then, with a bit of joy, she'll go straight up. Yeah, go on. That's what we like. Beautiful. I'm doing alright today actually as well, aren't I? I've actually managed to film everything today. Nothing more disheartening than when you've done something and think that's going to be a good video and then figure out that you've not actually filmed any of it. let the majority of the bloody air out there, I think, isn't it? That, to me, looks alright. Nothing fizzing there, is there? We'll take that, won't we? It's almost like I've got a slight inkling I sort of know what I'm doing. And I absolutely don't. I absolutely don't. I'm just winging it, really. But, yeah, that'll do, won't it, now? Check the pressure in her, make sure she's about right. And then, we just got them babies to go and put on. So, and it's just started spitting as well, so we're perfect timing, really, to go and get wet. Now, getting the right pressure for tractor, to be honest with you, a lot of it's guesswork. One thing you can do is you can just see what's in the other side. Sort of gives you a rough idea then, doesn't it? That one's got a tube in that side, but we've got 20. So we'll chuck 20 in that one as well. We must be about there now, surely. 20, sorted. Just make sure that that valve's not leaking. All good. Oh, let's get packed up here and have a look at the other one then, eh? Hey, look at that, look, not moved a bloody inch. Told you it'd be safe as houses. Oh wow, the rain's really started now. This next one's going to be glorious, isn't it? So here's the next victim. So 2 on the front of that. Now, obviously they're not really that bad, but it's had 2 new ones at the back, so we want to match them up with there. We've had alliance on there, so we're putting alliance on the front. Now, we do tend to fit quite a lot of these alliance, to be honest, and they are a really good looking tyre. So, now alliance, if you're watching, sponsorship deal, 1 man 2 levers, come my way. You got to try, haven't you? Yeah, so, you know by that collar there, we've got a tube in it, so we'll have to chuck some new valves in as well. So you know when it's got a collar like that, they're just unscrews, you know it's got a tube. If it's got like a hex bolt on the end of it, then you know it's tubeless. There you go, you see. Always full of wisdom and knowledge. There's always a school day when you're watching one of my videos, eh? Ah, that's making me look a knobhead again, isn't it? Let's go and get some pliers on that. So obviously because I had a tubing fault, we're going to need a valve to fill that hole, aren't we? Go and grab one of them. Now that valve there, that's your most common, like agricultural equipment, so that's called an air water valve. So basically, normally we just use air, to be honest with you, but it does allow you the ability to ballast if you did need to. To be honest with you, we don't tend to see that much stuff ballasted these days. People just tend to go for wheel weights over ballasting. I don't really know the pros and cons of wheel weights compared to ballasting. But you'd think that wheel weights, they might be initially more expensive, but you'd think over time they're going to pay for themselves. Where with ballasting, you have to drain the liquid, you have to put different stuff in. I mean, it's antifreeze we use, so that isn't cheap for the amount that you have to put in. So, but since I've been chatting bollocks, that valve's gone in. So now you don't need to do these massively tight. It's just a 17mm socket, and you just go round, and then when that rubber starts to compress like it is now, you know she's about there. Right, let's get some tyres on. Hey, look at that, straight up. I'm guessing these will probably want slightly more. With them having that loader on there. I'll just check this other side. I reckon they're probably going for about 30 in here though. So that one is saying 25 at the minute. Yeah, let's go for 30. I reckon that'll be about right. There we go. They've gone on sound, they are. Isn't it mad what just chucking a couple of boots on a tractor can do? It looks like a bloody new one now. Sell that as ex-demo now, eh? They look well on there, they do. Right, get that under pressure, get my stuff packed up, get back to the yard and see what else is waiting for me, I reckon. Spot on. Thanks very much for watching.